blackhillsenergy.com.
At the Athlete Factory, you can be the best player you can be, all while practicing indoors. Down in Waterloo, Nebraska, the Athlete Factory specializes in indoor softball, baseball, soccer, and basketball training. Some services include facility rentals, lessons, and camps. Here at the Athlete Factory, we pride ourselves on teaching skills to better players and teams. So if this sounds like a good opportunity to parents or coaches, you can find us at our Facebook page, The Athlete Factory Nebraska, or schedule an appointment on the website, which will lead you straight to scheduling today.
Is it a good time to sell your house? Is it a good time to buy a house? Realtor Carrie Wilcox with Nebraska Realty knows the answer. Give her a call at 402-212-2271 today to get all these questions answered.
Smart Freight Funding is the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry. But we're not just bulk. We factor all trailer types and any freight with over 50 years of driving, dispatching, contracting, and accounting experience in the trucking industry. Let someone who's been in your shoes handle your finances. Learn why clients use Smart Freight Funding and get started today at smartfreightfunding.com.
The players, parents, family members, and especially all of our fans want to give a huge thank you to the Valley American Legion Post number 58 for a special summer baseball season. The Valley, Nebraska American Legion Post number 58 is open to all veterans in the area who have served. Thank you for serving. Thank you for supporting us this entire summer, and go Wingnuts.
At Valley Construction, our team of dedicated professionals is driven by a singular purpose, bringing your unique vision to life through our unrivaled design, build, remodel, and renovation services. With a wealth of industry experience, we have cultivated an impeccable reputation for our extraordinary artisanship, meticulous attention to detail, and unwavering commitment to exceeding customer expectations. Reach out to Valley Construction today to embark on a remodeling journey where your vision is cherished and exceptional results are guaranteed. ValleyNEconstruction@gmail.com.
Gregorich Plumbing is a proud sponsor of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Legion Baseball. Give them a call at 402-359-9117 for all of your installation, service, and repair needs. When it comes to plumbing, Gregorich is the experts. Once again, give them a call at 402-359-9117. Gregorich Plumbing, proud sponsors of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Baseball.
Woodhouse Auto Family is the home of 21 brands with over 1,100 pre-owned, certified pre-owned, and over 5,600 vehicle selection that can be found at woodhouse.com or visit one of their locations just down the road from anywhere you're at. Woodhouse has proudly been serving the customers and communities since 1975 with a goal to provide you with a buying and servicing experience that builds a trusted partnership for a lifetime. Find them at woodhouse.com.
Lightning Exteriors is a proud sponsor of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Baseball.
Visitors, Mindon's Post 94. I will do the starting lineup with then the bench players and then the coaches. Leading off for Mindon, the center fielder, number 16, Jake Halverson. Batting 2, the pitcher, number 4, Cade Harson. Batting 3rd, the shortstop, number 7, Bo Boniface. Batting 4th, the catcher, number 18, Luke Romes. Batting 5th, the third baseman, number 20, Mason Bullitt. Batting 6th, the first baseman, number 6, Cale Smith. Batting 7th, the second baseman, number 3, Parker Hatch. Batting 8th, the right fielder, number 11, Owen Yonda. Batting 9th, the left fielder, number 51, Cohen Schmidt. In the non-starters, number 21, Bo Luchtmeyer. Number 30, Jose Ramirez Aguilar. Number 33, Zach Klabundi. Number 50, Morgan Johnson. Number 52, Kyler Wilson. And number 54, Landon Gromes. We're coached by Dan Wilson, Jeff Halverson, and Brent Harson. And now the starting lineups for Crete Cardinals. Leading off, the first baseman, number 22, Tristan Lenhoff. Batting 2, the pitcher, number 8, Nick Wendt. Batting 3rd, the shortstop, number 7, Brooks Peeney. Batting 4th, the catcher, number 16, Cole Stutzman. Batting 5th, the third baseman, number 27, Zach Connell. Batting 6th, the second baseman, number 18, Jay Wisenberg. Batting 6th, Batting seventh, playing center fielder, number 6, Peyton Steyer. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 11, Miles Jennings. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 21, Hunter Kanaki. The non-starters, number 4, Carson Sand. Number 5, Wyatt Volderstrass. Number 20, Caden Nitzel. Number 26, Caden Bruns. And the coach, Coach Reef and Rafferty. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please stand. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. As we honor this great nation and the men and women who serve this great nation with the playing of our national anthem. We have a color guard.
Shields is a proud supporter of Post 58 Legion Baseball. Stop by Village Point at 168th and West Dodge Road for all of your sporting goods and apparel needs.
AWS Well Company, Inc. has been providing professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. We take pride in being a leader in water well drilling, geothermal systems, pump sales and pump repair, agricultural irrigation system, and septic installation. Our experts can custom design and install a water system that fits your specific needs. For more details, you can contact AWS Well at 402-624-3895.
For a magical, one-of-a-kind festival featuring fabulous vintage antiques and junk vendors, along with makers, food trucks, bands, homemade apple cider and donuts, and of course those Bloody Marys. Then come to Junk Stock this fall, September 27th through the 29th, and October 4th through the 6th. Head over to junkstock.com for more information about this top 10 festival in America per the USA Today. At Junkstock, we are all about peace, love, and junk. See you this fall.
The Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association is a professional association of chiropractic physicians whose mission is to promote and advance the chiropractic profession in the state of Nebraska. Chiropractic is natural, holistic, and patient-centered. It is a safe, drug-free, cost-effective alternative in healthcare for the whole family. Start your path to better health today. Learn more about chiropractic care and find a doctor at nebraskachiropractic.org.
Black Hills Energy is a proud sponsor of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Baseball. You need an energy partner that's always looking ahead. That's why we at Black Hills Energy are always ready to support, inspire, and drive your next adventure, whatever it may be. Because supporting your day-to-day is our everyday. And we're always here, ready for what comes next. Find out more at blackhillsenergy.com.
At the Athlete Factory, you can be the best player you can be, all while practicing indoors. Down in Waterloo, Nebraska, the Athlete Factory specializes in indoor softball, baseball, soccer, and basketball training. Some services include facility rentals, lessons, and camps. Here at the Athlete Factory, we pride ourselves on teaching skills to better players and teams. So if this sounds like a good opportunity to parents or coaches, you can find us at our Facebook page, The Athlete Factory Nebraska, or schedule an appointment on the website, which will lead you straight to scheduling today.
Is it a good time to sell your house? Is it a good time to buy a house? Realtor Carrie Wilcox with Nebraska Realty knows the answer. Give her a call at 402-212-2271 today to get all these questions answered.
Smart Freight Funding is the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry. But we're not just bulk. We factor all trailer types and any freight with over 50 years of driving, dispatching, contracting, and accounting experience in the trucking industry. Let someone who's been in your shoes handle your finances. Learn why clients use Smart Freight Funding and get started today at smartfreightfunding.com.
The players, parents, family members, and especially all of our fans want to give a huge thank you to the Valley American Legion Post number 58 for a special summer baseball season. The Valley Nebraska American Legion Post number 58 is open to all veterans in the area who have served. Thank you for serving. Thank you for supporting us this entire summer, and go Wingnuts.
At Valley Construction, our team of dedicated professionals is driven by a singular purpose, bringing your unique vision to life through our unrivaled design, build, remodel, and renovation services. With a wealth of industry experience, we have cultivated an impeccable reputation for our extraordinary artisanship, meticulous attention to detail, and unwavering commitment to exceeding customer expectations. Reach out to Valley Construction today to embark on a remodeling journey where your vision is cherished and exceptional results are guaranteed. ValleyNEconstruction@gmail.com.
Gregorich Plumbing is a proud sponsor of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Legion Baseball. Give them a call at 402-359-9117 for all of your installation, service, and repair needs. When it comes to plumbing, Gregorich is the experts. Once again, give them a call at 402-359-9117. Gregorich Plumbing, proud sponsors of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Baseball.
Woodhouse Auto Family is the home of 21 brands with over 1,100 pre-owned, certified pre-owned, and over 5,600 vehicle selection that can be found at woodhouse.com or visit one of their locations just down the road from anywhere you're at. Woodhouse has proudly been serving the customers and communities since 1975 with a goal to provide you with a buying and servicing experience that builds a trusted partnership for a lifetime. Find them at woodhouse.com.
Lightning Exteriors is a proud sponsor of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Baseball. At Lightning Exteriors, we offer a comprehensive range of exterior services to cater to your specific needs. Whether it's roofing, siding, gutters, or other exterior enhancements, our team has the expertise and experience to deliver exceptional results. We understand the unique challenges of our regions and ensure that our solutions are tailored to withstand the local climate conditions. To learn more, head over to lightning-exteriors.com. Truck Center Companies is one of the largest Freightliner/Western Star truck dealerships in the U.S. with locations in 18 cities across the Midwest. In business since 1975, our product line features Freightliner, Western Star, Thomas Built buses, and Ottawa trucks. TCC also provides parts and service, full maintenance, fleet management, leasing and rental, and even has on-site body shops at several locations to help get you back on the road and keep you there. Visit truckcentercompanies.com for more information. Elkhorn Training Camp is Omaha's premier indoor sports facility for youth athletes. We offer world-class training and facilities with open practice areas, lessons, camps, and clinics. Whether it's baseball, softball, soccer, strength and conditioning training, we have the staff and facility for you. Reserve a time. Check us out at elkhorntrainingcamp.com. Shields is a proud supporter. A good Saturday morning and welcome to Frost Family Stadium at Chris Frank Field in Valley, Nebraska. Austin McNorton here with you on BSDN Live for a very special couple of days here in Valley. We are here for the 2024 Nebraska American Legion Class B Junior State Tournament being hosted by the Wingnuts of Waterloo Valley. Here it is, game number 1. It is Mindon taking on Crete here on this Saturday morning. First of 4 games here from Chris Frank Field. And we're happy to be here with you for all of the games right here on BSDN Live. Mindon in the purple jerseys. They are, as the coin flips happened last night between all the coaches to determine who's home, who's away here today. Mindon is the road team, quote unquote. They are in the away dugout, and they will bat first here in the top of the first in their purple jerseys, white numbers, gray pants. And it's the lefty center fielder for Mindon, Jake Halverson, stepping in the batter's box and checking his swing on a pitch high and outside from Nick Wint, who's out on the mound, the right-handed pitcher out there for Crete. As Crete comes in as the home team, wearing their blue jerseys, white numbers with red trim, and white pants. They will bat second in the bottom of every inning. Crete comes into the contest with one of the better records, and there's strike 3 called on the outside part of the zone, and Jake Halverson goes down for Mindon. So 1 up, 1 down for the team in purple, and here's the pitcher this morning for Mindon. It's Cade Harson stepping in the right-hand batter's box. Batting 2 against Nick Wint, who gets a strikeout looking against his first batter. And this pitch is swung on and missed. Crete 21-2 on the summer, one of the better records out of the 8-team field here in this state tournament. Mindon comes in with a 17-5 record, and quickly Cade Harson swings on 2 pitches and is down in the count 0-2. So Nick Wint trying to start out his Crete team really solid, getting back-to-back Ks here, and he just misses high with that one. So the other 6 teams a part of this tournament that you'll see today, you'll see Brewster Construction, otherwise known as Lincoln Christian. They'll take on Central City as this is slowly hit back up the middle. Tough play for Peening over to first. In time. What a throw from the shortstop Brooks Peening to leg out Cade Harson for out number 2. It was a slow roller that took a couple of bounces up and over the mound, and Peening was still able to run over to his left, make the throw on time, and there's 2 out quickly for Mindon's shortstop now, Bo Boniface. Bo's first pitch is swung on and missed, so it's been very consistent that Nick Wint has started ahead in the count on every batter faced up to this point. The other teams, like I said, you'll see Lincoln Christian, Central City, ETC Mount Michael. You'll see Alliance, of course, the host site, Waterloo Valley. And then finally, rounding out the team of 8, West Point. This is roped into shallow left field. It gets down in front of the center fielder, Steyer, and it's a 2-out base hit for Mindon. And they have 1 on with 2 away here in the top of the first. So Bo Boniface sends one into shallow center field. He's on with 2 outs for Mindon. And that will bring up the catcher now, Luke Gromes, into the batter's box. 17-5 this Mindon squad, and they brought a great crowd this morning, all rocking the purple and white. I love to see that. I love to see that. It's rare that I'm not wearing purple and white. A pickoff play back to first, not in time. 67 degrees here, first pitch. When you talk about July 20th, 67 degrees is unbelievable. And that's what we have here in Valley this morning. Pitch inside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on and 2 away here from Mindon in the top of the first. Yeah, it does. Yeah, this feels like, we're in the Major League Baseball postseason. This feels like late September, early October type weather. That pitch is inside but curved back. Oh, they're actually going to say it made contact. Home plate umpire right on top of it. Luke Gromes is on first now after he gets hit by a pitch. And so Mindon trying to have a little bit of a 2-out rally here. Bo Boniface reached on the single. He's now standing at second. And then that pitch inside curved, and it actually clipped Luke Gromes. So now the third baseman and batting 5th in the Mindon lineup, Mason Bolin steps in the right-hand box. And it'll be a courtesy runner over there for Mindon. That's Bo Luchtemeier. So Luchtemeier stands at first. Bo Boniface stands at second. 2 away, top of the first. Mindon trying to have something going here. A little 2-out rally in the start of this game. Pitch inside, missed. But yeah, really great weather, cloudy. It had some rain last night, but the grounds crew here at Chris Frank Field really did well. Pitch high and inside. He gets out of the glove of Stutzman. And so both base runners will now advance into scoring position. And Mindon really trying to make something happen now. A golden opportunity for their third baseman. Boniface stands at third. Luchtemeier stands at second. 2 away. Both runners in scoring position now for Mindon. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. But not really any wind here either. If you look out to the left, you can see the flags right above the scoreboard out there in left field. They're not moving. It's just really good weather. Swung on and missed. Held on by Stutzman. And Nick Wint gets out of a 2-out jam to end the top of the first with a strikeout. So it's 1 hit, no walks, no runs, and 1 left on for Mindon. To the bottom of the first, we go scoreless. You're tuned in to the Class B Junior State right here on BSDN Live.
AWS Well Company, Inc. has been providing professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. We take pride in being a leader in water well drilling, geothermal systems, pump sales and pump repair, agricultural irrigation system, and septic installation. Our experts can custom design and install a water system that fits your specific needs. For more details, you can contact AWS Well at 402-624-3895. AWS
Black
Well
Hills Energy is a proud sponsor of Waterloo Valley Post 58 baseball. You need an energy partner that's always looking ahead. That's why we at Black Hills Energy are always ready to support, inspire, and drive your next adventure, whatever it may be. Because supporting your day-to-day is our everyday. And we're always here, ready for what comes next. Find out more at blackhillsenergy.com. Black Hills Energy is a proud sponsor of Good Time to Sell Your House. Is it a good time to buy a house? Realtor Carrie Wilcox with Nebraska Realty knows the answer. Give her a call at 402-212-2271 today to get all these questions answered. Is it a good time to sell your house? Welcome back to Frost Family Stadium in Chris Frank Field on this beautiful Saturday morning from Valley, Nebraska. 67 degrees and cloudy. No wind. We are ready for some baseball. A little bit of rain last night, but the field is in perfect condition for this Class B Junior State Baseball Tournament. All right here on BSDN Live. We're happy to be here for all 4 games today, all 4 games tomorrow. We'll have 3 games on Monday, 2 games on Tuesday, and either 1 or 2 games on Wednesday, depending on how the championship goes of this double elimination bracket. Crete now up to bat. It'll be their first baseman, Tristan Linehoff. He'll stand in the lefty box against the pitcher this morning for Mindon. It's Cade Harson, the right-hander, out on the mound. And the first pitch is popped up in the air. It will go behind the third base dugout and out of play. So thanks, everyone, for tuning in to BSDN Live, wherever you may be from. And thanks to all of our sponsors for making it happen. A lot of great sponsors supporting this baseball team all summer, supporting this tournament specifically. The town of Valley is ready, I'm telling you. All the businesses in town got special deals going on. I don't know if this is intentional or not, but there's a carnival going on early part of next week. But I don't think that was timed specifically for this, but it does kind of work out. All kinds of things going on. Chrome's trying to frame that in the strike zone. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes against the first baseman for Crete, Tristan Linehoff, standing in the lefty box. And we'll take a look at the Mindon defense. That pitch goes high and outside. It's a full count. It'll be out in left field, Schmidt. Halverson in center. Yonda is out and right. Here's the full count pitch. Swung on and missed, and there's a strikeout. So both pitchers in Nick Wint and Cade Harson both started out the morning with the strikeout. So 1 up and 1 down for Crete. And here comes their pitcher batting second, Nick Wint. He'll stand in the right box. His first pitch is sent out into deep left field. Schmidt is under it, tracks it on the run, and makes the catch. So a nice play by Schmidt out and left. That's the hardest hit ball we've seen this morning, and he tracked it really well to make the catch on the run, and there's 2 away. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Brooks Peening, who had a nice defensive play for Crete in the top of the first. Sprinting over to his left behind the second base bag and throwing out Cade Harson, who now pitches to him and misses on the first one outside 1-0. So like I said, Schmidt in left, he just made a spectacular play. Halverson in center. This pitch is smoked into the parking lot over to the right side and hits underneath a black truck. Not on top, so that, I guess if you wanted a baseball to hit somewhere, that's all right. 1-1 And Yonda out and right. It's Bolin over there at third. Boniface at short. And that hit him. Brooks Peeney will be on. Hatch stands at second. Smith stands at first. Harson on the mound, and Gromes is behind home plate. So both pitchers have hit a batter in the first inning. So Brooks Peeney is on with 2 outs. Mindon had a little bit of a push with 2 outs as they got 2 runners into scoring position with 2 outs. So we'll see if Crete can try and do a little bit of the same here in the bottom of the first. 1 on, 2 outs for the catcher Cole Stutzman in the batter's box. And a pickoff play back to first, not in time. As Peening slides back safely. So that's the defense for the team in purple today. This one goes low and away. Throughout the rest of this game, we'll kind of talk about how both of these teams have got here. Both coming out of the loser side of their brackets in their area to make it here. So kind of a cool story about each of these two teams. They both had to work their way out of the losers bracket to win and get here to Valley. So kind of a special storyline here in game number 1. This is low. It's 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, and a runner at first. Here in the bottom of the first in game number 1 of the Class B Junior State Baseball Tournament. Runner goes, pitches low, throw down to second is to the left of the bag. Hatch makes a nice play to prevent it from going into center field. But it's a successful stolen base for Brooks Peening, and he's into scoring position now. And a great hitter's count for his catcher, Cole Stutzman. 3-1, 2 outs, and a runner at second. Here's the pitch. It's popped up. It will stay in play. Off to the right side, the first baseman Smith in foul territory, makes the catch, and ends the inning. No hits, no walks, no runs, and 1 left on for Crete. To the second we go scoreless right here on BSDN Live.
The Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association is a professional association of chiropractic physicians whose mission is to promote and advance the chiropractic profession in the state of Nebraska. Chiropractic is natural, holistic, and patient-centered. It is a safe, drug-free, cost-effective alternative in healthcare for the whole family. Start your path to better health today. Learn more about chiropractic care and find a doctor at nebraskachiropractic.org. The Nebraska Valley Construction, our team of dedicated professionals, is driven by a singular purpose, bringing your unique vision to life through our unrivaled design, build, remodel, and renovation services. With a wealth of industry experience, we have cultivated an impeccable reputation for our extraordinary artisanship, meticulous attention to detail, and unwavering commitment to exceeding customer expectations. Reach out to Valley Construction today to embark on a remodeling journey where your vision is cherished and exceptional results are guaranteed. ValleyNEConstruction@gmail.com. At Valley Construction, our team of
Training Camp is Omaha's premier indoor sports facility for youth athletes. We offer world-class training and facilities with open practice areas, lessons, camps, and clinics. Whether it's baseball, softball, soccer, strength and conditioning training, we have the staff and facility for you. Reserve a time. Check us out at elkhorntrainingcamp.com. Elkhorn Training Camp is Omaha's premier indoor sports facility for youth athletes. Welcome back to Frost Family Stadium, Chris Frank Field, here in Valley, Nebraska on this Saturday morning, day number 1 of the Class B Junior State Baseball Tournament. Austin McNorton here with you on BSDN Live. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. Thanks to all of our sponsors for making this happen. Here we go to the top of the second, scoreless. And Mindon comes up to bat with their 6, 7, 8 hitters. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Cale Smith, into the left-hand box against Nick Wint. And the first pitch is swung on and missed. There's been a lot of those, Nick Wint. This is hard hit back up the middle. Wissenberg gets there over to first in time. Nice play by the middle infielders this morning for Crete. Both Peening and Wissenberg have made really nice plays on some hard-hit ground balls up the middle. And it's 1 up, 1 down for Mindon as Cale Smith gets out on the put-out. And here comes the second baseman, Parker Hatch. Peeney made a really nice ground ball play in the first inning to get Cade Harson out on a slow hit ball up the middle. He had to sprint over to his left on such a slow roller and basically on top of the second base bag, and he made a really nice throw over to first. And that time, Cale Smith, that was one of the hardest hit balls of the morning, right back up the middle, but Wissenberg was right on top of it over to his right. Makes a nice play over to first in time. Shows bunt, pulls it back, but it is right down the center on Parker Hatch, and he's behind in the count 1-2. Parker batting 7th in this Mindon lineup. Mindon 17-5 on the summer, making it to the state tournament. Swung on and missed. It's dropped, but then the tag is laid down by Stutzman. A strikeout and out number 2.
Hatch goes down for the second out of the inning.
Thank you, Kelly.
Number 11, Owen Yonda.
Kelly Johnson, the man, the myth, the legend. Here on BSDN Live. Couldn't do it without him. If you have any questions about what we do from any of the other schools tuning in on BSDN Live, check us out on Blair Radio. All the contact information there. Saunders County Online. We'll help you out in any way you need. Business. Or if your school is potentially interested, we broadcast high school sports as well, and a lot of high schools. Omaha Concordia, of course, DC West here in Valley, Wahoo High School, and Blair High School in this neck of the woods. So if you're intrigued, check us out on blairradio.com. And BSDN Live on YouTube, and Nick Wint gets back-to-back strikeouts to end the top of the second. We're scoreless here from Valley. We'll be right back on BSDN Live. Gregoridge Plumbing is a proud sponsor of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Legion Baseball. Give them a call at 402-359-9117 for all of your installation, service, and repair needs. When it comes to plumbing, Gregoridge is the experts. Once again, give them a call at 402-359-9117. Gregoridge Plumbing, proud sponsors of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Baseball. Gregoridge Plumbing is a proud sponsor of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Legion Baseball. Give them a call at 402-359-9117 for all of your installation, service, and repair needs. When it comes to plumbing, Gregoridge is the experts. Once again, give them a call at 402-359-9117. Gregoridge Plumbing, proud sponsors of Waterloo Valley.
Smart Freight Funding is the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry. But we're not just bulk. We factor all trailer types and any freight with over 50 years of driving, dispatching, contracting, and accounting experience in the trucking industry. Let someone who's been in your shoes handle your finances. Learn why clients use Smart Freight Funding and get started today at smartfreightfunding.com. Smart Freight Funding is the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry, but we're not just bulk. We factor all trailer types and any freight with over 50 years of driving, dispatching, contracting, and accounting experience in the trucking industry. Let someone who's been in your shoes handle your finances. Learn why clients...
Welcome. Welcome back to Frost Family Stadium. Chris Frank Field on BSDN Live. Austin McNorton here with you in the bottom of the second. Crete trying to make something happen with the bottom of their order as they have 2 on with 2 outs and two hits here as it was a leadoff single for Zach Connell. He stands over at third. A ground out to third. Peyton Stour popped up to the pitcher, and Miles Jenny just got a base hit and just stole second. So now there's 2 runners in scoring position here for Crete with 2 outs and a big opportunity. As this is hit over to first, right at Smith. He'll step on the bag himself. A big out, number 3, there for Mindon to end the inning. So Crete has 2 hits, no walks, no runs, and 2 left on. To the third inning we go, scoreless, right here on BSDN Live. For a magical one-of-a-kind festival featuring fabulous vintage antiques and junk vendors, along with makers, food trucks, bands, homemade apple cider and donuts, and of course those Bloody Marys. Then come to Junk Stock this fall, September 27th through the 29th, and October 4th through the 6th. Head over to junkstock.com for more information about this top 10 festival in America per the USA Today. At Junkstock, we are all about peace, love, and junk. See you this fall. For a magical one-of-a-kind festival featuring fabulous vintage antiques and junk vendors, players, parents, family members, and especially all of our fans want to give a huge thank you to the Valley American Legion Post number 58 for a special summer baseball season. The Valley, Nebraska American Legion Post number 58 is open to all veterans in the area who have served. Thank you for serving. Thank you for supporting us this entire summer, and go Wingnuts. The players, parents, family members, and especially all of our fans want to give a...
Leading off for Mindon in the top of the third inning, the left fielder, number 51, Cohen Schmidt.
Austin McNorton here with you on BSDN Live at Frost Family Stadium in Chris Frank Field. As we go to the third inning scoreless, Crete had a couple of hits in that second inning, left both stranded. So each team has left a couple of runners in scoring position here this morning, and we're scoreless in the top of the third. I'm now joined by Matt Richmond. He's the PA announcer here in Valley. He's been helping me out on some broadcasts today. I figured with 4 games, I like to have a second opinion, as that one just goes over the top of the net and right in front of the concession stand foul. It's an 0-1 count. It's the 9-1-2 hitters due up here for Mindon, and that brings out the left fielder Cohen Schmidt, who made a nice defensive play here this morning, but now stands in 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody on, nobody out here in the top of the third. But Matt Richmond, he'll be joining me for these 4 games today, and there's strike 3 called on the outside part of the zone. It's 3 strikeouts in a row for Nick Wint.
Back to the top of the order for Mindon with the center fielder, number 16, Jake Halverson.
So that's what I was working on my end there in the bottom of the second, getting our mics, and hopefully we can maybe get a couple of players from, or maybe a player, maybe a coach from the winning teams of each of the 4 games today. We'll kind of play around with that, get some interviews, because this is, Matt, this is a big deal to make it here.
Yeah, what a lot of people don't know is Nebraska has the second most Legion teams in the country. I believe Minnesota has over 360 of them. We have 274 Legion teams in the state of Nebraska. So you're basically, and that's including, so each team has a seniors and a juniors. So you're basically going against that many teams. So if you to make state in your class, I don't know how they're broken down in classes, but even though you're looking at 24 teams out of 270 something
right,
to make it to the final 24 teams, and that's pretty amazing. That's playing ball.
Right now it's 3 balls and 1 strike, and there is ball 4. The first walk of the day goes to the Mindon leadoff man, Jake Halverson.
Halverson draws the walk. That'll now bring up the pitcher, number 4, Cade Harrison.
That's the first walk given up by Nick Wint or Cade Harrison for Mindon. It's been 2 hits today for Crete. Both pitchers have hit a batter, and this one gets out of the hand on a potential pickoff play from Wint. And that'll be a balk. And so going up to second now with 1 out will be Halverson. Yeah, it looked like it just slipped out of his hand when he was going for the pickoff play over to first.
Yeah. And anytime, it doesn't matter if you step off or you make an attempt, anytime that ball comes out of your hands right there, that's going to be called.
That pitch is inside. It's 1 ball, no strikes on Cade Harson with a runner in scoring position and 1 away here in the top of the third. Mindon in the first inning had a runner at second and third with 2 outs and weren't able to bring in any runs. And they didn't have a base runner in the second inning, so now an opportunity here in the top of the third in a scoreless ball game where runs, with the way both of these defenses have played early on, runs might be a premium. So an opportunity here. Looking at this Mindon squad, like I said, 17-5. They played Class A, B, and C opponents, swung on and missed. Some of their big games this year, they had 2 wins against Holdridge, Gothenburg, York, Broken Bow, and Sutton. And kind of the special way that they got here. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. 1 on with 1 out. Here's the pitch. It's cut on and missed. And Harson goes down on the strikeout, and there's 2 away.
For the second out of the inning. That'll now bring up this shortstop, number 7, Bo Boniface.
And Bo Boniface steps up. He's 1 for 1 this morning with a single back in the first inning with 2 outs, and he was left stranded at third. So Mindon came in their area as the number 3 seed. They won their first game, won their second game, but once they got to kind of the quote-unquote semifinal round, they lost to York in a blowout, really, 12-2. York was able to defeat the Mindon squad, a 10-run game. So Mindon had to go back to the losers bracket, where they were then able to beat Broken Bow. Then they had to face York again and had to beat this York squad because, double elimination just like it is here. Double elimination in the area, double elimination here in the state tournament. Mindon, after getting beat by 10 to York, they had to go and beat them twice, and they did. They were able to beat York 2 times to make it here to Valley after getting beat by 10 the last time they played. So kind of a special route to here. Swung on, held on by Stutzman, and Nick went. He does give up a walk, but strikes out the rest. And that leaves it scoreless here on BSDN Live.
We're still knotted up at 0.
Lightning Exteriors is a proud sponsor of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Baseball. At Lightning Exteriors, we offer a comprehensive range of exterior services to cater to your specific needs. Whether it's roofing, siding, gutters, or other exterior enhancements, our team has the expertise and experience to deliver exceptional results. We understand the unique challenges of our regions and ensure that our solutions are tailored to withstand the local climate conditions. To learn more, head over to lightning-exteriors.com. Lightning Exteriors is a proud company is one of the largest Freightliner/Western Star truck dealerships in the U.S. with locations in 18 cities across the Midwest. In business since 1975, our product line features Freightliner, Western Star, Thomas Built buses, and Ottawa trucks. TCC also provides parts and service, full maintenance, fleet management, leasing and rental, and even has on-site body shops at several locations to help get you back on the road and keep you there. Visit truckcentercompanies.com for more information. Truck Center Companies is one of the largest freight.
Leading off for Crete in the bottom of the third inning, the first baseman, number 22, Tristan Lenoff.
Here we go, bottom of the third for Crete, and we go to the top of their order. 1, 2, 3 hitters due up, and Tristan Lenoff will step in. He's 0 for 1 this morning with a strikeout against Cade Harson. Back in the first inning. We'll see if Crete can kind of continue a little bit of the momentum that they had in the second inning where they had 2 base hits. And there it is. This is smoked into the gap in left center. Rounding first and stopping about a quarter of the way around the bag is Lenoff. So it's a leadoff single for Crete, their 3rd hit of the morning.
Lenoff leads off the inning with a base hit to left center. That'll now bring up the pitcher, number 8, Nick Went.
So Crete, like I said, they do continue that momentum that they had in the second inning with their 3rd hit now. And Matt, do you think that momentum, how big is it in tournaments like this where there's all the nerves, there's way more fan attention, just some of those kind of things. You're trying to win a state championship here in the next couple of days. Do you feel like, all right, hey, we saw some base runners, we saw some hits. Do you think that momentum now has carried to the top of the order to say, all right, let's go, let's turn it on?
Absolutely. It's that, we got a pop fly to center, and the runner was running. Are we going to get him?
Halverson makes the catch over to first, and the throw's wide. Good effort, but there's one out.
Wet flies out to the center fielder for the first out of the inning. Now bring up the shortstop, number 7, Brooks Penny.
Well, yeah, so continuing with what you were saying, that momentum for Crete, that you can tell immediately. That was a one-pitch out. You can tell they're aggressive now.
Yeah, they're aggressive. I think those nerves, it's going to be in all 4 games, I think. That first round, first at-bats for the whole batting order, that's going to be a totally different thing. It's going to make everybody...
Runner goes, and the throw is way wild. He'll try to go to third, dive back to second. It would have been interesting. But Tristan Lindhoff is at second safely after kind of a wild play.
Yeah, he got underneath that throw and they took off on him as a catcher for Mindon. But no, once you go through that first round of the order, I think after that, that's where everybody's going to be realizing, hey, this is just another game. It's baseball. It's something we've done 100 times before during the summer. We're just going to go out there and do whatever. And there's a nice shot.
Blooper, and it is in and out of the glove of the shortstop, Boniface. Rounding third, coming home is Lindhoff. The throw is offline. Going up to second and holding it second is Peening. It's an RBI base hit, and Crete has the lead.
Beanie with a base hit to left, scoring the runner from second. That'll now bring up the catcher, number 16, Cole Stutzman.
So Brooks Peening, an RBI single. The first run of the day belongs to Crete. He advances to second on the throw home that was on time. It was just a little bit offline. It would have been a close play at the plate. And that'll bring the catcher into the batter's box for Crete, Cole Stutzman.
Yeah, the relay throw was, the velocity was there. It was just up the first baseline.
Yep. First pitch into Stutzman is outside. Cole is 0 for 1 today with a fly out in foul territory above the first base bag. That ended the first inning. So he has an opportunity now with a runner at second and one out. This skips in. A nice play by Gromes behind the plate. It's 2 balls, no strikes. A runner in and a runner on with one out. It's the top of the order for Crete, and you can just tell now that they've seen a little bit of Cade Harson, they feel pretty confident. A pickoff play back to second, and whoo, that was dangerous. Harson threw it really hard, and Hatch kind of had to dive backwards to hold on to that one from going into center field. But looking at Crete, we just talked about how Mindon got here, coming out of the loser's side. This is popped up into right. Yonda comes over, makes the catch. The runner will tag. Advancing to third, he will get there standing. 2 outs and now a runner at third for Crete on the fly out to right field.
Stutzman flies out to the right fielder for the second out of the inning. That'll now bring up the third baseman, number 27, Zach Connell.
So looking at Crete, kind of unique for them. They played in the most unique area as they only played in a 6-team area. They came in as the number 1 seed, and they advanced in the first game. They won, and then they, let's see here. Yep, so they won all of their they won all of their games. Their bracket's a little bit more confusing with this, how the 6-team double elimination bracket works. They won their first 2 games and had to defeat Waverly twice in order to do so to win. And this is hit over to short. Long throw to first in time. What an incredible play from Boniface to prevent a run and end the inning, holding Crete to just 1 run. We're back on PSDN Live.
Inc. has been providing professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. We take pride in being a leader in water well drilling, geothermal systems, pump sales and pump repair, agricultural irrigation system, and septic installation. Our experts can custom design and install a water system that fits your specific needs. For more details, you can contact AWS Well at 402-624-3895. AWS
Post
Well.
58 Baseball. You need an energy partner that's always looking ahead. That's why we at Black Hills Energy are always ready to support, inspire, and drive your next adventure, whatever it may be. Because supporting your day-to-day is our everyday. And we're always here, ready for what comes next. Find out more at blackhillsenergy.com. Black Hills Energy is a proud sponsor. Welcome back to Frost Family Stadium and Chris Frank Field. Austin McNorton, Matt Richmond here with you on BSDN Live for the 2024 Nebraska American Legion Class B Junior State Tournament here in Valley, Nebraska. It's Crete leading Mindon 1-0 after 3 complete innings. And we are ready for inning number 4 for Mindon, as it will be their 4, 5, 6 hitters due up.
For Mindon in the top of the 4th inning, the catcher, number 18, Luke Groves.
Mindon has had 1 hit, 1 walk, and they've left 3 batters on base through the first 3 innings. But going back to Crete, so Mindon advanced going through the losers bracket, defeating York twice after they lost to York in the semifinal round by 10. They then had to go and beat them in the championship game twice, and they did so. Crete, they won their first game. They got upset by Waverly in game number 2. So then Crete had to defeat Plattsmouth. They had to beat Hickman, and then they had to beat Waverly twice, and they did in order to win their 6-team area. This is a hard-hit ball up the middle. Peening goes over to his left, in and out of his glove. Throw to first is not in time. He still made it somewhat close. Peening has made a good play already this morning, but that one was really tough. We'll see what it's officially scored as. That'll go down as an error.
Curse, you ready? Number 21, Bo Lutemeyer.
So Peeney made a great play already this morning. That time he wasn't able to do so. It's the first error for either team, an E6, and Gromes is on over there at first. And here's the third baseman, Mason Bolin, into the batter's box. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. This is roped right to the second baseman, Wissenberg. He'll fake the throw back to first, and there's 1 hard out.
Bolin lines out to the second baseman for the first out of the inning. Gonna now bring up the first baseman, number 6, Cale Smith.
So 1 on and 1 out for Mindon here in the top of the 4th for their first baseman, Cale Smith. And he grounded out to Wissenberg over there at second, his first time up, and that was in the top of the 2nd inning. So he stands up, 1 on with 1 out, and the corners are in for Crete on the left side. Their third baseman, Connell, is standing way in on the grass. So kind of a cool story there, Matt. Both of these teams making it here out of the losers' side of their area.
Yeah, that's just good determination. And that's another thing, though, too. That's the great thing about baseball. You can have not the greatest record coming in to area, but once you get on that roll,
Yep.
and then, I mean, I've seen teams – I mean, I've actually been on a team, just speaking from experience, to where our regular season was not our best when it was my senior year, and we went into districts – at the time, under 500, and we went all the way to the state championship game.
Yeah. For everyone who's tuning in on BSDN Live, Blair was that way. They came into their districts with a 500 record, and they finished 3rd in the state this year in Class B.
Yeah.
It's just all about how and when you get hot.
Yep. It's all when it all comes together, and that's
exactly. A pickoff play back to first, and he's back there safely. Is it a courtesy runner over there, Matt?
Yes, it's the same one. It's
Luke DeMeyer?
Luke DeMeyer, yep.
Okay. In the batter's box right now is Cale Smith, the lefty. Smith will be a junior in high school this fall. But the interesting thing about this Mindon team this summer, they have 15 players, a mix of all different grade levels, with very young talent. I mean, you're going to see some middle schoolers here today just because of some low numbers that they had. And then some of these veteran guys, such as Cale Smith, have been big role models, but he strikes out And there's 2 away here for Mindon in the top of the 4th.
Now bring up the second baseman, number 3, Parker Hatch.
And the interesting thing about Mindon is it's a small town that's kind of made up of 6 different smaller area schools, all kind of making up this summer team. There's no high school program, so there's no spring. This is it. This is their baseball right here over the summer, American Legion. And so talking about how much this means to them, it's huge. I mean, there's no high school season. This is it. And going up to second on the errant throw is Luke DeMeyer, so a runner in scoring position now for the second baseman, Parker Hatch.
And that's what makes it even more impressive.
Right.
With a team like Mindon, they don't have, like, Crete has a spring team.
Right.
Mindon does not. Mindon doesn't have all that spring to get themselves together. And so they only play half the games that somebody like a Crete or an Elkhorn Mount Michael will have. And it's impressive that they're here at the state championship level in the final 8 teams.
Behind in the count, 0-2. The pitch is high and inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Parker Hatch. He's 0 for 1 this morning with a strikeout back in the second inning. But he has an opportunity to tie this game here. A runner in scoring position and 2 outs for Mindon here in the top of the 4th. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Hatch. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And that is out number 3 to end the side. It's no hits, no walks, no runs, and 1 left on for Mindon. To the bottom of the 4th we go. Crete leads at 1-0 on BSDN Live.
Physicians Association is a professional association of chiropractic physicians whose mission is to promote and advance the chiropractic profession in the state of Nebraska. Chiropractic is natural, holistic, and patient-centered. It is a safe, drug-free, cost-effective alternative in healthcare for the whole family. Start your path to better health today. Learn more about chiropractic care and find a doctor at nebraskachiropractic.org.
Is it a good time to buy a house? Realtor Carrie Wilcox with Nebraska Realty knows the answer. Give her a call at 402-212-2271 today to get all these questions answered. Is it a good time to sell your house? Is it a good time to buy a house? Realtor Carrie Wilcox with Nebraska Realty knows the answer. Give her a call at 402-212-2271 today to get all these questions answered. Is it a good time to sell your house? Welcome back to Frost Family Stadium, Chris Frank Field, right here on BSDN Live.
Leading off for Crete in the bottom of the 4th inning. The second baseman, number 18, Jay Wisenberg.
Austin McNorton and Matt Richmond here with you for the 2024 Nebraska American Legion Class B Junior State Tournament. It's game number 1 of 4 today from Valley, and here we are in the bottom of the 4th, Crete leading Mindon 1-0. Crete came in with a 21-2 record this summer. Mindon 17-5 on the season. And due up here for Crete are their 6, 7, 8 hitters, and that'll bring up their second baseman, Jay Wissenberg. He's 0 for 1 today with a ground out to third in the second inning. And he's ahead in the count here, 2-0. A hard hit ball up the middle, right to short. Boniface, a throw to first is in time. A nice catch by the first baseman Smith on a little bit of a low throw, and there's 1 away.
Wisenberg goes down for the first out of the inning. That'll now bring up the center fielder, number 6, Peyton Steyer.
And Matt, we talked about kind of just the mental mindset for each of these teams and how they're approaching it, but you can tell the pitching and defense this morning has been exceptional.
Yeah, and that's to be honest with you, that seems to be a trend in high school baseball. It's like these teenagers aren't ready to wake up yet. You know,
right?
So,
no, 10 a.m. It's hard.
10 a.m. I mean, you know, because they've been here, and they're not. You know, a lot of these guys probably aren't sleeping in their own bed. You know, so I don't know what kind of sleep they had, but they had, I mean, I know Mindon's been here since 8 o'clock this morning.
Right.
You know, so that means they had, you know, probably 6:30 wake up, eat lunch, eat breakfast, then come out here and start playing. You know, I don't know about Crete. They didn't get here until about 8:30. So I mean, yeah, I mean there's a lot going on when you play in a state tournament. When one is just the atmosphere and the goal. You know what your goal is to win it all, and then not being at home in your field and everything else.
And there is ball 4, and Peyton Steyer is on with 1 away for Crete here in the bottom of the 4th.
Steyer draws a walk. Then I'll now bring up the right fielder, number 11, Miles Jenny.
I mean, you could have fooled me, though, because, boy, both of these defenses, I mean, you just haven't seen very many mistakes. That was a pickoff play that bounced off the umpire, luckily there for Mindon.
And he didn't even move.
No, he does a brick wall over there. The umpire didn't even flinch. That's awesome. And a shout-out, too. This is a great umpiring crew. We'll have 3 here for days 1 and 2.
Yep.
And then, is it Tuesday and Wednesday we'll have 4?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday we'll have 4 umpires. So incredible that this state is able to represent that much and have these great crews here for all the games of this tournament. Swung on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on and 1 out. Here for batter number 8 in the lineup, right fielder Miles Jenny. He's 1 for 1 today with a 2-out single back in the second inning, and then he was left stranded at second when that inning came to a conclusion. Fouled off right over the top of the fence and into the Mindon crowd, right behind the fence down the first base side. What a crowd it is for both teams. Mindon and Crete both traveled really well, knowing what's on the line here this weekend. Here's the pitch. The runner goes. There's strike 3 called. Down to second. Ooh, the throw was just a little bit wide. Could have been a double play. Strike him out, throw him out to end the inning. But the runner does go to second, and there's 2 away.
Second out of the inning. That'll now bring up the left fielder, number 21, Hunter Kanoki.
So Peyton Steyer does steal second successfully on the strikeout throw him out attempt. Gromes's throw down to second was just a little bit wide to the right. Hatch still almost made the play to be able to get a glove and lay the tag down. And there's a first pitch low into the 9 batter. It's Hunter Kanoki. He's out in left field today. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out to first that ended the second inning.
Yeah, I think that throw down was a good enough throw down. I think Hatch was a little delayed on getting there to cover.
Okay.
But I think if he was there, they had him out by a mile.
Thanks, everyone, for tuning in on BSDN Live here this morning for all the games. And, of course, that live chat feature here on BSDN Live. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, some of those kind of things. We'll engage with you as much as we can throughout the broadcast. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. You can give shout-outs to players, all those kind of good things. We'll be following that here throughout the day as well. Pitch inside and high. Was that ball 4?
I only got 3-1.
I didn't think it was ball 4 either. Did it hit him?
I have no idea. Okay.
Well, there's a runner at first now, and that's a huge runner at first because now the top of the order comes out for Crete.
First, that'll now bring up the first baseman, number 22, Tristan Lenhoff.
I'm going to assume it was a walk because I didn't see the umpire say that he was hit.
Yeah, I only had 3-1 on that.
This is hit hard right to the third baseman in the hot corner. Bolin makes the catch. No hits, 2 walks, no runs, and 2 left on for Crete. To the 5th we go. Crete leads at 1-0 on BSDN Live.
Professionals is driven by a singular purpose, bringing your unique vision to life through our unrivaled design, build, remodel, and renovation services. With a wealth of industry experience, we have cultivated an impeccable reputation for our extraordinary artisanship, meticulous attention to detail, and unwavering commitment to exceeding customer expectations. Reach out to Valley Construction today to embark on a remodeling journey where your vision is cherished and exceptional results are guaranteed. ValleyNEconstruction@gmail.com. At Valley Construction, our team...
We offer world-class training and facilities with open practice areas, lessons, camps, and clinics. Whether it's baseball, softball, soccer, strength and conditioning training, we have the staff and facility for you. Reserve a time. Check us out at elkhorntrainingcamp.com. Elkhorn Training Camp is
Woodhouse Auto Family is the home of 21 brands with over 1,100 pre-owned, certified pre-owned, and over 5,600 vehicle selection that can be found at woodhouse.com or visit one of their locations just down the road from anywhere you're at. Woodhouse has proudly been serving the customers and communities since 1975 with a goal to provide you with a buying and servicing experience that builds a trusted partnership for a lifetime. Find them at woodhouse.com.
You're tuned in to the 2024 Nebraska American Legion Class B Junior State Tournament from Valley, Nebraska, Frost Family Stadium, Chris Frank Field. To the top of the 5th we go. Crete leads it in a defensive battle 1-0. And due up for Mindon here in the fifth are their 8-9-1 hitters trying to get something going. They've had 1 hit, 1 walk, and 4 batters left on base today. So they're trying to create a little bit of action here against Nick Wint, who has been really solid for this Crete team this morning. He has some great breaking pitches, and there's a strikeout. 3 in a row for Nick Wint.
First out of the inning. That'll now bring up the left fielder, number 51, Cohen Schmidt.
And that's the second time this morning that he has struck out Owen Yonda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 strikeouts this morning for Nick Wint. He has been great.
We were talking earlier in between innings, man. His curveball is just nasty. I mean, this is a senior level, college level curveball that I'm pretty sure Mindon has never seen before. So when he gets up on the count, he drops that curveball, and it's unhittable.
This is popped up right back into the Mindon crowd, and nobody could make a catch. That would have been awesome. I would have shouted him out. It's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the fifth for Mindon. But yeah, Nick Wint out of the, let's see here, 17 batters he's faced. He has struck out 1, 2.
Oh, right at us.
Well, we couldn't make the play there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pretty special.
That's.
Here's the pitch. There's that breaking ball. It's hit chopper over to short. Peeney's been great. Throws high. It's there for out number 2. There's that breaking ball, and Schmidt couldn't make the play.
Second out of the inning. That brings us back to the top of the order for Mindon with the center fielder, number 16, Jake Halverson.
The card flips over for Mindon, and that brings Jake Halverson into the batter's box. He's the lone walk this morning for Mindon, but he's 0 for 1 otherwise with a looking strikeout on Nick Wint. So he's 0 for 1, has walked and was left stranded at second. First pitch is low in the dirt. And just when I was talking about that chat, we have a watcher from Florida cheering on Crete, and specifically wants to give a shout out to Tristan Linhoff.
Oh, the leadoff hitters.
So so go Tristan, says Dominique Linhoff, watching from Florida. Appreciate that. And then Amanda Easley wants to give a shout out to Crete as well, and Peyton Steyer specifically.
Nice.
So there's a pitch high. It's
3-0.
3-0. Yeah, thank you, Matt. On the lefty. So Halverson trying to walk again for Mindon, this time with 2 outs, and there's a strike. So thanks to everyone for tuning in from wherever you might be, and send us a message in the chat. We'll shout out your player. This pitch is high, and that is ball 4. And once again, Jake Halverson has drawn a walk against Crete, and Mindon has a 1-out base runner.
Halverson draws the walk. That'll now bring up the pitcher, number 4.
A 2-out base runner, sorry. And the pitcher, Cade Harson, trying to get his team back into it. He's 0 for 2 this morning with a ground out to short and a strikeout. One of several from Nick Wint, of course. A pickoff play back to first, and diving back safely is Jake Halverson. Cade Harson, one of the leaders from his head coach, Dan Wilson. And Dan Wilson, a special story. This is his 8th year coaching. He coaches both the juniors and the seniors for Mindon. And he formerly, if the name sounds familiar to everyone in this neck of the woods, he was a teacher, and he was the head baseball coach at Papillion South for 13 years. As Crete will have a meeting on the mound, they will have a new pitcher out there as well, as they will pull Nick Wint. A special day for him. We'll come back in a moment. You're tuned in to BSD in Live.
Let's see what's going on here. I think they might be positional.
Company Inc. has been providing professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. We take pride in being a leader in water well drilling, geothermal systems, pump sales and pump repair, agricultural irrigation system, and septic installation. Our experts can custom design and install a water system that fits your specific needs. For more details, you can contact AWS Well at 402-624-3895. AWS Well Company, Inc. has been providing professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. We take pride in being a leader in water well drilling, geothermal systems, pump sales and pump repair, agricultural irrigation system, and septic installation. Our experts can custom design and install a water system that fits your specific needs. For more details, you can contact AWS Well at 402-624-3895.
Waterloo Valley Post 58 Baseball. You need an energy partner that's always looking ahead. That's why we at Black Hills Energy are always ready to support, inspire, and drive your next adventure, whatever it may be. Because supporting your day-to-day is our everyday. And we're always here, ready for what comes next. Find out more at blackhillsenergy.com.
The Chiropractic Physicians Association is a professional association of chiropractic physicians whose mission is to promote and advance the chiropractic profession in the state of Nebraska. Chiropractic is natural, holistic, and patient-centered. It is a safe, drug-free, cost-effective alternative in healthcare for the whole family. Start your path to better health today. Learn more about chiropractic care and find a doctor at nebraskachiropractic.org.
Is it a good time to buy a house? Realtor Carrie Wilcox with Nebraska Realty knows the answer. Give her a call at 402-212-2271 today to get all these questions answered. Is it a good time to sell your house? Is it a good time to buy a house? Realtor
Dedicated
Carrie
Professionals is driven by a singular purpose, bringing your unique vision to life through our unrivaled design, build, remodel, and renovate.
Welcome back to Frost Family Stadium. Chris Frank Field, Austin McNorton, Matt Richmond here with you on BSDN Live for the American Legion Class B Junior State Tournament in Valley, Nebraska. Here in the top of the fifth, Crete leads 1-0, and they made some changes. They now bring out lefty pitcher Tristan Linhoff out to the mound, which means that Cole Stutzman will come from behind home plate, go over to first. And going from the mound into the catcher's gear is Nick Wint. So a special day for Nick Wint. He gave up just one hit, one walk, or two walks, I should say. And the runner on first would be his run as of right now. Swung on and missed. It's Cade Harson in the batter's box for Mindon. He was 0 for 2 against Nick Wint. And he stands in the batter's box, 2 balls, 1 strike against a lefty now, Tristan Linhoff. And they pick off the base runner, throw down to second, just a little bit high, and man, it was a hard slide into second. Halverson almost went over the bag, but he's there safely as he got picked off but made it into scoring position anyway.
Yeah, that's no communication there between the middle infield right there. Nobody went to attack the base there on that pickoff.
And it's tough with a lefty pitcher. You're always in danger of that because he's looking right at you at first the whole time. But he's able to get there safely. And now Cade Harson in a big spot here. And a good hitter's count as well. 3-1 with the tying run standing at second and 2 outs. Here's the 3-1 pitch. It's high. That's ball 4. And there's 2 on here for Mindon trying to make something happen.
Harson draws the walk. That'll now bring up the shortstop, number 7, Bo Boniface.
It's back-to-back 2-out walks, and Nick Wint's day finished with 70 pitches as well. We wanted to mention that.
Curtis, you're running at first, number 30.
And now
Jose
for Mindon, over there at first running is Jose Aguilar. He'll be standing over there at first with 2 outs. Standing at second is Halverson. And standing at the plate is Bo Boniface. He represents the 1 hit today for Mindon, and that was with 2 outs in the first inning. Now the tying run stands at second with 2 outs and a big spot here for Bo. First pitch is high and outside, ball 1.
Yeah, and on that pickoff on Halverson, I want to get back to you also. One thing I did like that I'd like to point out was that Halverson knew he was picked off, but he just put his head down and ran straight to second.
Yep.
He didn't hesitate or nothing. And that's another thing that got him that stolen base.
Didn't try to do any dancing in between. This is popped up on the infield. It goes into foul territory, and the catch is made by the first baseman Stutzman for a huge out number 3. So for Mindon, it's no hits, 2 walks, no runs, and 2 left on. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Crete leads 1-0 on BSDN Live.
for Mindon. No runs. No
Services. With a wealth of industry experience, we have cultivated an impeccable reputation for our extraordinary artisanship, meticulous attention to detail, and unwavering commitment to exceeding customer expectations. Reach out to Valley Construction today to embark on a remodeling journey where your vision is cherished and exceptional results are guaranteed. ValleyNEconstruction@gmail.com. At Valley
Indoor
Construction,
sports facility for youth athletes. We offer world-class training and facilities with open practice areas, lessons, camps, and clinics. Whether it's baseball, softball, soccer, strength and conditioning training, we have the staff and facility for you. Reserve a time. Check us out at elkhorntrainingcamp.com. Elkhorn Training Camp is Omaha's premier indoor sports facility for
Family
youth
is the home of 21 brands with over 1,100 pre-owned, certified pre-owned, and over 5,600 vehicle selection that can be found at woodhouse.com or visit one of their locations just down the road from anywhere you're at. Woodhouse has proudly been serving the customers and communities since 1975 with a goal to provide you with a buying and servicing experience that builds a trusted partnership for a lifetime. Find them at woodhouse.com. Woodhouse.
Welcome back to Chris Frank Field in Frost Family Stadium.
Leading off for Crete in the bottom of the fifth inning. The catcher, number 8, Nick Went.
Austin McNorton and Matt Richmond here with you for the Nebraska American Legion Class B Junior State Baseball Tournament. In the bottom of the fifth, Crete clinging on to a 1-0 lead. And due up for Crete are their 2, 3, 4 hitters. And that brings up now catcher Nick Went, who threw the 4 2/3 on the mound. He's now behind home plate in the catcher's gear. Now in the batter's box, he's 0 for 2. With a line out to left and a fly out to center field. This is smoked to deep left. Schmidt is there again. He backtracks to the base of the wall, and it's in and out of his glove. That's the second time today that Nick Went, I should say, has hit a really hard ball out to left. Schmidt made the catch once, can't make the catch again. Runner at second with nobody out.
Went with a 2-base error that'll now bring up the shortstop, number 7, Brooks Beanie.
So that'll be an error on Schmidt out in left field, and Nick Went advances up to second. It just was so high up in the air, and Schmidt, you could tell, just never had as good of a read on it like he did the first time. Just kind of dancing around under that ball, and it is tough. I mean, it's tough to see in this kind of conditions with the cloud coverage. That ball can just kind of disappear up there in the clouds. And so a runner in scoring position here for Crete with nobody out. And the right guy in the batter's box is Brooks Peeney. He's 1 for 1 this morning with a single, which he was left stranded at third. And then he was hit by a pitch in the first inning. So he's reached base both times. He's reached base both times. And he stands in now. Pickoff play back to second, and sliding back safely is Nick Went. 4 hits today for Crete. It was 2 in the second, 2 in the third. They had 2 walks in the fourth inning, and they've left 6 batters on base, just scoring that 1 run in the third inning. So this is a huge spot for them now with a runner in scoring position and nobody out against Cade Hartson, who we talked about how well Nick Went pitched today. Cade Hartson has also done pretty well. He doesn't have the strikeout numbers, but he hasn't really had to get out of any big jams. He's in one now. This is flied out to right. Yonda dropped it. He fell to the ground, and so advancing up to third is Went. It's back-to-back errors in the Mindon outfield, and there's runners at the corners with nobody out.
Beanie reaches on the error. That'll now bring up the first baseman, number 16, Cole Stutzman.
So Nick Went advances over to third. Peening stands at first. And Cole Stutzman stands at the plate, and Mindon wants to talk it over after the back-to-back errors in the outfield. And Cole Stutzman will step up. He's 0 for 2 with a fly out to the first baseman to end the first inning and a fly out to right field in the third inning. But, Matt, just talk about, you understand, your son plays out in center field. Just talk about the conditions for an outfielder in a day like this. You say, well, there's no wind. What's kind of the issues? But that cloud cover can cause some problems.
Yeah, it could you could lose it lose that ball in the clouds sometimes, because the clouds, it's not like it's a dark sky.
Right.
So, I mean, it's kind of a light. I mean, actually, right now, it looks like there's some sun trying to peek out up behind us a little bit. But, I mean, it's not like it's a dark sky. So, yeah, easily it's still light out there. You could easily lose that. It's no different than playing in a Metrodome back in the day when it was hit high enough lose it up in the sky. Lose it up in the white, right? The same concept here.
So a couple of tough plays for Schmidt in left and Yonda in right, and Crete is in business. Runners at the corners with nobody out, already leading 1-0 in this double elimination state tournament. Peening at first, Wint at third, Stutzman at the plate, a fake pickoff play back to first. Not a balk by Harson, as he kept his foot down, and now he'll step back on the rubber and get ready to go against Stutzman, who's 0 for 2 against him today. Now he does throw it down to first, and Peening is back safely.
I'm not a big fan of picking off at first when you have a runner on third.
It's dangerous.
Yes.
It is dangerous. If the throw gets away, that's a run. He looks back over at first again, now sets and fires. The runner goes. A throw down to second is cut off, and a risky play by Boniface. He came down to a knee as he kind of slipped in the dirt a little bit as he tried to cut the throw off, ensuring that Wint did not go home. But now Crete has 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out. They would both be unearned runs, but runs nonetheless. Pitch inside is caught by Gromes, and the count now moves to 2-0. Crete already leading 1-0, could really blow this game open here in the bottom of the 5th. And Mindon could be down to their 6 outs. This is a chopper down the third base side, and it'll go foul past Bolin and out away. Boy, those burgers, Matt.
Yeah, they are smelling good.
If you're around the area, make sure to get your way down to the ball field. They got all kinds of good food. Pulled pork, nachos.
Super nachos.
Yeah. What's a super nacho?
Just an extra large nacho for fat people like myself.
This is skied up in the air. It'll stay on the infield. Hatch, the second baseman, makes the catch. The kind of a threatening tag from Wint, but not going anywhere, and that's a huge out number 1 for Mindon.
Agreed. That's huge.
Stutzman pops out to the second baseman for the first out of the inning. That'll now bring up the third baseman, number 27, Zach Connell.
So Zach Connell steps up now for Crete. He's 1 for 2 this morning with a single back in the second inning, and he was left stranded at third in that inning. And then a ground out to the shortstop Boniface that ended the third inning. And a big play by Boniface, because it would have been an RBI that Boniface robbed of Connell. So he steps in now with a chance to redeem those RBIs with 2 of them right now in scoring position and only 1 out. Just trying to send a ball into the outfield, and what do they always say? Just put the ball in play and make the defense be perfect.
Yeah, I mean, in a situation like this, with a runner on third, your goal as a hitter, hit something to the right side. You're working on you're trying to put the ball on the right side.
Right.
Especially as a right-handed batter. I mean, look at your second baseman right now. You put anything in that 33-4 hole, it's going to be a hard get for the second baseman, first baseman. It's going to easily score that runner from third.
This breaking ball misses just a little bit. It's 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, and 2 runners in scoring position for Crete here in the bottom of the 5th, leading 1-0. Harson ready. The pitch skips in and low. Gromes keeps it in front of him nicely. But a great hitter's count now here for Zach Connell to, like we were saying, just put the ball in play and look for that hole on the right side. Crete with 4 hits today, 2 in the second, 2 in the third. Here's the pitch. This is popped up. It will stay on the infield, but it will just go foul and over the Crete dugout down the third base side. Luckily there for Crete.
And that's right there. That's a prime example. If you could see that pitch where we saw it, that ball was on the outer half of the plate on a 3-1 pitch, but he jumped out in front, got way out in front of it. And if he just sit back and just put it right in the 3-4 hole and just put it in play, you've got 1 or 2 runs right here scoring.
Thanks to all of our viewers on BSDN Live. Big spot here for Crete. Here's the 3-2 pitch. This is popped up. It stays on the infield. Once again, it's Hatch, the second baseman, and then it's called off by Smith, the first baseman. Back-to-back infield pop-ups, and Mindon might be able to get out of this.
For the second out of the inning. That'll now bring up the second baseman, number 18, Jay Wissenberg.
So a pop-up to the second baseman, a pop-up to the first baseman, and Cade Harson might be able to get himself out of this jam after the 2 errors in the outfield. And it all comes down to Jay Wissenberg now for Crete. He's 0 for 2 today with a ground out to third and a ground out to short.
And see, this might, if they get out of this, Mindon gets out of this could be the spark
Absolutely.
that they've been looking for.
Without question. 2 runners in scoring position and nobody out, and you don't give up a run. That could create that creates momentum for MLB players.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a momentum change right there from any team, from any level.
First pitch is fouled off behind home plate. The 0-1 breaking ball.
That's a nice pitch.
I was going to say, we talked about Nick Wentz curveball, and that's a really good breaking pitch from Harson.
That was very, very deceiving.
Started high, and then next thing you know, it's in the dirt. So a good pitch to lay off of, that time from Wissenberg. Slow roller over to third. Not an easy play for Bolin. He throws it to first, not in time, and the throw goes wild. And so 2 runs will score for Crete on the slow rolling, swinging bunt from Jay Wissenberg.
Wissenberg with an infield single, scoring a runner from third. Runner from second advancing on the thrown error. That'll now bring up the center fielder, number 6, Peyton Steyer.
So just like that, a swinging bunt. Nick Wentz scores from third. Peening scores from second. Jay Wissenberg, the biggest hit of the morning for Crete, gives them a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the 5th with 2 outs. And there's a strike in on Peyton Steyer, I should say. Steyer is 0 for 1 this morning with a fly out to the pitcher back in the second inning and a walk in the 4th inning, in which he was left stranded at second. Runner goes down to second, kind of a hesitation throw. Honestly, if Gromes didn't hesitate,
he had him.
Well,
Yeah.
that was a perfect throw down to second. He just threw it just a little bit too late.
Yep. He did a little hesitation, and then he shot it. Yeah, but that was a good throw. Very, very good throw.
So Wissenberg now stands at second with 2 outs for Crete after the 2 errors both score. And Crete leads 3-0. Here's the pitch in there for a strike. It's 0-2 on Peyton Steyer. Hard hit ball right over to first. Smith has it, lost it, but throws it to Harson, who made a nice play of covering the bag to end the inning. So it's 1 hit, no walks, 2 runs, and 1 left on for Crete. They lead it 3-0 going to the 6th on BSDN Live.
Steyer grounds out to the first baseman. Assisted
Post 58 baseball. Gregorich Plumbing is a proud sponsor of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Legion Baseball. Give them a call at 402-359-9117 for all of your installation, service, and repair needs. When it comes to plumbing, Gregorich is the experts. Once again, give them a call at 402-359-9117. Gregorich Plumbing, proud sponsors of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Baseball. Gregorich Plumbing is a proud sponsor of Waterloo is a proud supporter of Post 58 Legion Baseball. Stop by Village Point at 168th and West Dodge Road for all of your sporting goods and apparel needs. Shields is a proud supporter of Post 58 Legion Baseball. Stop by Village Point at 168th and West Dodge Road for all of your sporting goods and apparel needs. Shields is a proud supporter of Post 58 Legion Baseball. Stop by Village Point at 168th and West Dodge Road for all of your sporting goods and apparel needs. Shields is a proud supporter of Post 58 Legion Baseball. Stop by Village Point at 168th and West Dodge Road for all of your sporting goods and apparel needs. Shields is a proud supporter of...
Leading off for Mindon in the top of the 6th inning. The catcher, number 18, Luke Groves.
Austin McNorton and Matt Richmond here with you on BSDN Live, broadcasting the Class B Junior State American Legion Baseball Tournament here in Valley, Nebraska. We're at Frost Family Stadium. Chris Frank Field, as we go to the top of the 6th, Crete adds 2 more onto their lead thanks to 3 errors, that time for Mindon. Really hurt them. They now trail 3-0, trying to get their way back into it, now only with 6 outs to work with. And here's the catcher and cleanup man Luke Gromes leading off the inning for Mindon. Luke is 0 for 1 as he reached on an error in the 4th inning, and then he was hit by a pitch in the 1st inning. He was left stranded at second both times. Swung on and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mindon with just 1 hit. That was back in the 1st inning. A walk in the 3rd inning, 2 walks in the 5th inning for 3 total, and they have left 6 batters stranded on base here this morning. Just trying to create a little bit of action and capitalize on that. But this is Luke's first look at new pitcher on the mound for Crete in Tristan Lindhoff, who came in to get the final out of the top of the 5th inning. And now will likely close the rest of this game out if I had to guess. 3 balls, 2 strikes as the count goes full now. And boy, a leadoff walk could be massive for Mindon. Just trying to get something going, anything. Good crowd now as the Central City crowd starts to fill in as they'll be playing next. And there's ball 4. So Luke Grooms does his job drawing a leadoff walk for Mindon. Can they capitalize on it, though?
Girls draws the walk. That'll now bring up the third baseman, number 20, Mason Bowen.
And for any fans tuning in on BSDN Live, that will be our next broadcast. We will end this broadcast. That's how today will go. Each game will be its own broadcast. So as soon as this game ends, we will end the broadcast. We will then start another broadcast for when Lincoln Christian takes on Central City, and that's game number 2 here today in Valley. That will start at approximately 1 o'clock this afternoon. Pitch goes high and outside for Mason Bolin. He's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout in the 1st inning and a line out to the second baseman in the 4th inning. Decent lead over there at first. Who's it over there at first again, Matt?
Bo Lukemeyer.
Lukemeyer again. Okay, perfect. Bolin stands in. It's a 2-0 count. And, yep, that's a good play by Nick Wynn. I mean, he knows that he started the game on the mound. He knows to go out and settle down his pitcher a little bit. What's he saying out there, Matt?
Throw strikes.
Yeah.
No, just basically, hey, you know what? Just let your defense – you're up 3-0. Let your defense work. Throw it over the plate. You know, let us get the outs.
Which they have done so today. The defense has been spectacular for Crete here this morning.
Yeah, they've made some really good plays, and they've had 1 error, which was a hard error, but it was still – ooh, those are –
That's tough. That pitch just a little bit high, but it's back-to-back walks. Mindon in business.
That'll now bring up the first baseman, number 6, Cale Smith.
As Luke DeMeyer goes up to second, Bolin stands at first, and the tying run and now comes to the plate for Mindon. And that is the first baseman, Cale Smith, who's 0 for 2 today with a ground out to second in the 2nd inning and a strikeout in the 4th inning.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got to bunt him here.
He shows bunt. It drops low in the dirt, and Luke DeMeyer got halfway down the line over to third before skipping back to second.
And I think he's lucky that the ball was not caught by
Wynn
because he would have probably thrown him out.
Yep. He was way off of second. Shows bunt again, pulls it back, and now he does go, and the throw's a little bit high. He takes the legs out of Connell, who holds on to the ball somehow. Jeez, we're playing football. That's a SportsCenter top 10 touchdown catch. That was incredible.
Right.
And now Mindon has runners at first and third with nobody out, as Luke DeMeyer does steal third successfully.
Then we got timeout on the field. Coach Wilson's taking a look at Luke DeMeyer, and then also the coach from Crete is coming out to talk to his guy, which is probably a good call.
So Luke DeMeyer, he went in head first into third and took out the legs of third baseman for Crete in Zach Connell. Just hoping that everyone's all right. But Mindon now, Matt, just got to capitalize on this opportunity when you're getting late in the ball game.
Yes, yeah. I mean, this is going to be huge. I mean, they need to get at least scratch this one, at least one run, something over, because this is a close game. I mean, even though you only have 1 hit and you've got 3 errors, you're still in it. There's only 3-0.
Absolutely. Leadoff walks. We always say it at all levels of this great game. Always come back to hurt you. Can it hurt Crete right now? Tristan Lindhoff trying to get out of a jam with runners at the corners and nobody out here in the top of the 6th and cleaning on to a 6-0 lead.
Right. Now on the other half, Crete-wise, if I'm the pitcher, I just need to throw strikes. I need to get the ball over plate, let them put it in play, let my defense work, get the out. Now you're at the point to where the first out is the elusive out. It's very important to get this out.
And in the first 2 pitches, Cale Smith showed bunt, and that's probably out of the equation now for him.
Right. I expect a Bolin to be stealing here.
It's a 2-0 count for Cale Smith with runners at the corners and nobody out. Big spot for Mindon, trailing 3-0 here in the top of the 6th. The team in purple trying to make some noise. And this pitch is just outside and goes in and out of the glove of Wint. It's 3-0.
I feel like
just a little bit outside.
now, I don't have a dog in this game, obviously, but I just feel like this inning, the umpire's kind of shrunk his zone a little bit.
Yeah, it has gotten pretty tight as the game has gotten on. Here's the 3-0 count. It's low and inside, and the bases are loaded with 3 straight walks.
Smith draws the walk to load the bases. That'll now bring up the second baseman, number 3, Parker Hatch.
The Mindon crowd behind the first base side starting to get a little bit antsy. They can tell. It comes to the bottom of their order now with bases loaded and nobody out. The 7, 8, 9 guys, can they come through? Parker Hatch is 0 for 2 today with 2 swinging strikeouts. Owen Yonda is 0 for 2 today with 2 swinging strikeouts. So these 7, 8, 9 guys are all 0 for 2, but boy, could they redeem that here with the bases loaded and nobody out.
Now, as a coach here, I'd be given the take sign.
Absolutely.
I mean, you do not swing right now until you get a strike because he has not proven he can throw a strike when he needs to. I would just be taking the entire time.
And that's clearly what Hatch is doing. The first 2 pitches are low. It's 2-0. Here's pitch number 3. He takes it, and it does catch the zone on the inside. And I think Nick Wint kind of slaps his hands, showing a little bit of approval, saying, yes, just put it, let our defense go. Let us work behind you. Here's the 3-1. It's low. 1 pitch away from walking in a run potentially. 3-1 to Parker Hatch. Bases loaded for Mindon with nobody out in the top of the 6th. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. A huge pitch from Tristan Linhoff. The lefty, he came in the top of the 5th to get the final out, but now has worked himself into a jam. Swung on and missed. Gets the strikeout. A huge one, and there's 1 away.
Hatch goes out for the first out of the inning. That'll now bring up the right fielder, number 11, Owen Yada.
From a 3-1 count, he strikes out Parker Hatch for the 3rd time today. And now Owen Yonda comes up. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and looks at a first pitch high, ball 1. A massive strikeout there for Tristan Linhoff. Here's the 1-0. Right down the chute, 1 ball, 1 strike. Owen Yonda, one of these young players, a part of Mindon. He will be a sophomore next school year, and he's behind the count 1-2. We talked about 15 players on this Mindon squad. Very, very young team, probably the youngest team in this state tournament. Inside pitch is turned on, it's blooped, caught, and that should be out number 3. Unbelievable. A double play for Crete, caught by Peening, throws it to second, and there's 3 outs.
Tagged for the 3rd out of the inning for the double play.
So Mindon has...
For Mindon, there is no runs on, no hits, there is no errors, and 3 left on. After 5.5, Crete 3, Mindon 0.
Tristan Linhoff, what a incredible job getting out of that. He walks the bases loaded, gets a strikeout, and then a line-out double play to end the side and keep the 3-0 lead. You're tuned in to BlairSports.net. It's the Class B Junior State Tournament, and we'll be right back after this.
At the Athlete Factory, you can be the best player you can be, all while practicing indoors. Down in Waterloo, Nebraska, the Athlete Factory specializes in indoor softball, baseball, soccer, and basketball training. Some services include facility rentals, lessons, and camps. Here at the Athlete Factory, we pride ourselves on teaching skills to better players and teams. So if this sounds like a good opportunity to parents or coaches, you can find us at our Facebook page, The Athlete Factory Nebraska, or schedule an appointment on the website, which will lead you straight to scheduling today. At the Athlete Factory, you can be the best.
Food trucks, bands, homemade apple cider and donuts, and of course those Bloody Marys. Then come to Junkstock this fall, September 27th through the 29th. Crete gets out of a massive jam in the top half of this inning, leaving the bases loaded with nobody out. They get a strikeout and then a line-out double play to end the side. Mindon That felt like their opportunity, Matt. Just not able to bring in one single run. Crete leads at 3-0, only needing 3 more outs now. And it's their 8-9-1 hitters due up. But that just felt like a knife to the chest for all the Mindon fans here.
That's what we call, and this doesn't help,
a leadoff single for Crete in the bottom of the 6th from their bottom of the order.
That is blowing the sail out of your wind.
Yep, yeah, exactly.
Jenny with a base hit up the middle. That'll now bring up the left fielder, number 21, Hunter Konoki.
So Hunter Konoki steps up now. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out to first and a walk today. But he has a runner at first with nobody out now for Crete. But yeah, you leave the bases loaded, and then the first batter that you face in the bottom half of the inning, you give up a single. Now a bunt coming off the mound, throwing it down to first. It's high, but a nice play by Smith to keep his foot on the bag. And the sacrifice does work, advancing Jenny up to second with 1 away.
Konoki, sack bunt, advances the runner to second for the first out of the inning. That'll now bring us back to the top of the order with the pitcher, number 22, Tristan Lenoff.
The card flips over as we go back to the pitcher, Tristan Lenoff. He is 1 for 3 today with a single and a run scored in the 3rd inning, a strikeout in the 1st inning, and a line out to the 3rd baseman in the 4th inning. Smoked through the hole on the right side. Hatch gloves it over to first in time.
Good play.
Nice play by Hatch. That was a hard hit ball, but he flipped it to first in time. There's 2 outs and a runner at 3rd.
Lenoff grounds out to the second baseman for the second out of the inning. That'll now bring up the catcher, number 8, Nick Wentz.
Here's Nick Went now. He's catching. He started out the game for Crete on the mound. He's now behind home plate, and in the batter's box, he's 0 for 3. A line out to left, a fly out to center, and then he reached on an error in the 5th inning and scored one of those 2 runs for Crete, both on errors that give them the 3-0 lead. But now he has a runner at 3rd with 2 outs. The pitch is popped up. It'll stay in shallow center. The second baseman, Hatch, makes the catch for out number 3. And we go to the 7th, Crete leading 3-0. Final chance for Mindon coming up right after this. Waterloo Valley Post 58 Baseball. At Lightning Exteriors, we offer a comprehensive range of exterior services to cater to your specific needs. Whether it's roofing, siding, gutters, or other exterior enhancements, our team has the expertise and experience to deliver exceptional results. We understand the unique challenges of our regions and ensure that our solutions are tailored to withstand the local climate conditions. To learn more, head over to lightning-exteriors.com. Lightning Exteriors is a proud Western Star truck dealerships in the U.S. with locations in 18 cities across the Midwest. In business since 1975, our product line features Freightliner, Western Star, Thomas Built buses, and Ottawa trucks. TCC also provides parts and service, full maintenance, fleet management, leasing and rental, and even has on-site body shops at several locations to help get you back on the road and keep you there. Visit truckcentercompanies.com for more information. Truck Center Companies. Welcome back to Frost Family Stadium. And we'll have a new pitcher on the mound for Crete when we come back. We'll get all those details for you in a moment on BSDN Live. Shields is a proud supporter of Post 58 Legion Baseball. Stop by Village Point at 168th and West Dodge Road for all of your sporting goods and apparel needs.
AWS Well Company, Inc. has been providing professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. We take pride in being a leader in water well drilling, geothermal systems, pump sales and pump repair, agricultural irrigation system, and septic installation. Our experts can custom design and install a water system that fits your specific needs. For more details, you can contact AWS Well at 402-624-3895.
For a magical one-of-a-kind festival featuring fabulous vintage antiques and junk vendors, along with makers, food trucks, bands, homemade apple cider and donuts, and of course those Bloody Marys, then come to Junkstar.
The left fielder, number 51, Cohen Schmidt.
Final chance for Mindon at Frost Family Stadium. Chris Frankfield, Austin McNorton, Matt Richmond here with you on BSDN Live. Crete leading 3-0, trying to hold on to the lead. Will now be the shortstop Brooks Peening coming out on the mound to take on the 9-1-2 hitters here for Mindon. So Peening's out on the mound. This is hit hard right to first, and the catch is made by Tristan Linhoff, who goes back over to first, and there's one away.
Schmidt lines out to the first baseman for the first out of the inning. That'll now bring up the center fielder, number 16, Jake Halverson.
Top of the order for Mindon. Jake Halverson is 0 for 1 today, and he has walked twice and was left stranded at second both times.
Yeah, that's just frustrating. Yeah, Schmidt with that line drive, you get a good piece of it.
Yep.
You know, your team's down, and it's like right at him. You know,
Right at
what else
somebody.
can I do?
And it's Linhoff, too, so he just goes off the mound over to first. Stutzman will go from first back to home plate, and Nick Wint will go from behind home plate over to short. So Nick Wint pitched, caught, and plays shortstop today. Brooks Peening on the mound coming from short. That's the defensive rotation for Crete. Nobody on, one out, leading 3-0. Here's the pitch. It's hit slowly over to third. It is a fair ball under the glove of Connell. And it's a that's a tough call for you, Mr. Official Scorekeeper.
That's an error. That's an error, unfortunately.
That'll be an E5 on Crete and a one-out base runner for
Halverson
Mindon.
reaches on the air. That'll now bring up the pitcher, number 4, Cade Harrison.
So Halverson has reached 3 times today for Mindon.
Yeah, we're communicated with all the coaches that we do not have availability in the crow's nest.
And there's a pitch just a little bit low on Cade Harson. Cade is 0 for 2 today with a ground out to short, a strikeout, and a walk. Love to just keep the game alive is his goal right now. It's 2 balls and no strikes with 1 out and 1 on for Mindon.
Ooh.
Halverson got about a fourth of the way down the line before going back. And it's a 3-0 count now. Outside, there's a strike. Harson already walked once today, and that was back in the 5th inning. And that was the last batter that Nick Wint faced in his pitching outing when he hit pitch number 70. And there is ball 4, and there's 2 on for Mindon. And the tying run will come to the plate here on the top of the 7th.
Harrison draws the walk. That'll now bring up the shortstop, number 7, Bo Boniface.
So Halverson advances up to second. Harson at first. Bo Boniface at the plate. He's 1 for 3 today. Crete will have a meeting on the mound. We'll take a break on BSDN Live.
AWS Well Company, Inc. has been providing professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. We take pride in being a leader in water well drilling, geothermal systems, pump sales and pump repair, agricultural irrigation system, and septic installation. Our experts can custom design and install a water system that fits your specific needs. For more details, you can contact AWS Well at 402-624-3895.
Welcome back to the top of the 7th, right here on Frost Family, right here at Frost Family Stadium on BSDN Live. Austin McNorton, Matt Richmond here with you. Mindon has brought the tying run to the plate here in the top of the 7th.
Ooh, nice.
As Jake Halverson stands at second. He reached on an error on a slow grounder to third, and then Cade Harson just drew a walk. He stands over at first. It's Bo Boniface, the shortstop, standing at the plate. He's 1 for 3 today with a single in the first inning, which is the 1 hit today for Mindon. A strikeout in the 3rd inning and a pop-up to the first baseman in the 5th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 on. The 1 hit today for Mindon belongs to Bo. Another one here would be huge. This is hit into shallow right. It'll drop in front of Jenny. Rounding third, he will stay at third. Getting back there safely is Halverson, and the bases in back-to-back innings are loaded for Mindon on just their 2nd hit of the day.
Boniface with a base hit to right, loading the bases. That'll now bring up the catcher, number 18, Luke Romas.
So for the 2nd straight inning, Mindon has loaded the bases. Halverson stands at first. Cade Harson stands at second. Bo Boniface stands at first with 1 out.
Pinch running, number 21.
And now running for Mindon will be Bo Luchtemeier.
Pitch right over at first, number 21, Bo Luchtemeier.
He will run over at first, representing the tying run over there. You want to put some speed representing that tying run. First pitch, it's hit into right center field. That will go deep off the bottom of the wall. 1 run scores, 2 run scores, rounding third. He slips and will have to go back to third. Luke DeMeyer would have scored. He slipped rounding third.
No, actually, he ran into the third baseman, and if he continued and got thrown out at home, it would have been interference, and his run would have counted. But since he went back, that hurts him.
Mindon, the biggest hit of the day, drives in 2, and the tying run now stands at third with only 1 out.
2 RBI double. That'll now bring up the third baseman, number 20, Mason Bolin.
Luke Gromes, an RBI double, scores Halverson from third, Harson from second, and Luke DeMeyer almost scored from first to home. He tripped rounding third. He stays at third. And the leading run, I should say, for Mindon now stands at second for Mason Bolin. Pitch inside. Crete just trying to get out of another jam, just like they did in the 6th inning when the bases were loaded. They didn't prevent a run. They're trying to not prevent one more here. That's a good breaking ball, and boy, I'll be honest, I don't know where it missed.
He doesn't like that inside pitch.
I guess that's the explanation. Just a little bit too far inside. It's 2-1 now. Next pitch is cut on, and that was a big cut by Bolin, missed. Mason Bolin, the third baseman, is 0 for 2 with a strikeout, a line out to second, and a walk. Huge spot here. It's a blooper right back to the pitcher, and there's 2 outs.
Bolin pops out to the pitcher for the second out of the inning.
Everyone on the edge of their seat here, understandably so, as Mindon has the leading run at second, the tying run at third with 2 outs for batter number 6 in the lineup and first baseman Cale Smith. First pitch outside, just a bit too far outside, 1-0. Cale is 0 for 2 today with a ground out to second, a strikeout, and a walk. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 on, 2 outs. Top of the 7th, 1-1. Cut on and missed. As Brooks Peening trying to close this one out. Gave up back-to-back hits that scored 2 runs. Got an out, trying to end it. Outside, breaking pitch missed.
I don't have any money in this card game, I guess you could say, and I'm nervous.
Yeah, we are.
I'm like, whoa, what's going on?
Everyone's on the edge of their seat here, us included. This is hit out into left field. It will go foul and drop in front of Kanoki, Connell, and Wint, who all kind of got there just off your screen to the left. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on in the top of the 7th. The tying run at third for Mindon.
Now here, if I'm
this is awesome.
Crete, after that pitch, after that swing I just saw, I'd be coming in with an inside fastball.
Here is the 2-2 pitch. Inside heater. It's fouled off. Good call, Matt. But this is just game number 1. This is just game number 1. This is going to be an awesome day here in Valley.
Yeah. This is going to be some good baseball, folks, all day long.
Right-hand pitcher, left-hand batter. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Slow roller up the middle. Wint comes over from short, throws it to first in time, and Crete hangs on with the tying run for Mindon. Boy, slipping around third, not able to score, and Crete wins it. Wow. An unbelievable game. In that top of the 7th for Mindon, it was 2 hits, 1 walk, 2 runs, and 2 left on as they fall to Crete 3-2. We'll be back on BSDN Live. Shields is a proud supporter of Post 58 Legion Baseball. Stop by Village Point at 168th and West Dodge Road for all of your sporting goods and apparel needs.
AWS Well Company, Inc. has been providing professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. We take pride in being a leader in water well drilling, geothermal systems, pump sales and pump repair, agricultural irrigation system, and septic installation. Our experts can custom design and install a water system that fits your specific needs. For more details, you can contact AWS Well at 402-624-3895.
For a magical, one-of-a-kind festival featuring fabulous vintage antiques and junk vendors, along with makers, food trucks, bands, homemade apple cider and donuts, and of course those Bloody Marys. Then come to Junkstock this fall, September 27th through the 29th, and October 4th through the 6th. Head over to junkstock.com for more information about this top 10 festival in America per the USA Today. At Junkstock, we are all about peace, love, and junk. See you this fall.
The Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association is a professional association of chiropractic physicians whose mission is to promote and advance the chiropractic profession in the state of Nebraska. Chiropractic is natural, holistic, and patient-centered. It is a safe, drug-free, cost-effective alternative in healthcare for the whole family. Start your path to better health today. Learn more about chiropractic care and find a doctor at nebraskachiropractic.org.
Black Hills Energy is a proud sponsor of Waterloo Valley Post 58 Baseball. You need an energy partner that's always looking ahead. That's why we at Black Hills Energy are always ready to support, inspire, and drive your next adventure, whatever it may be. Because supporting your day-to-day is our everyday. And we're always here, ready for what comes next. Find out more at blackhillsenergy.com.
At the Athlete Factory, you can be the best player you can be, all while practicing indoors. Down in Waterloo, Nebraska, the Athlete Factory specializes in indoor softball, baseball, soccer, and basketball training. Some services include facility rentals, lessons, and camps. Here at the Athlete Factory, we pride ourselves on teaching skills to better players and teams. So if this sounds like a good opportunity to parents or coaches, you can find us at our Facebook page, The Athlete Factory Nebraska, or schedule an appointment on the website, which will lead you straight to scheduling today.
Is it a good time to sell your house? Is it a good time to buy a house? Realtor Carrie Wilcox with Nebraska Realty knows the answer. Give her a call at 402-212-2271 today to get all these questions answered.
Smart Freight Funding is the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry.
Welcome back to Frost Family Stadium and Chris Frank Field. Austin McNorton here with you for our post-game coverage on BSDN Live. Game number 1 comes to a conclusion here in Valley as Crete, now 22-2 on the summer. They defeat Mindon, now 17-6 in a close game. 3-2 is the final. Crete led it 3-0 going into the top of the 7th, and then Mindon in that top of the 7th, they had 2 hits, 1 walk, 2 runs, but they left the tying run standing at 3rd. And now we are going to be joined by our player of the game today for Crete. We are talking to Brooks Peening here with us on BSDN Live. And, well, my friend, you made that a little bit interesting at the end.
Yeah. I was just trying to throw strikes.
Take us through kind of your approach. You have a 3-run lead. You know how special your defense is behind you. What are you kind of going out there on the mound kind of with that mindset?
So it's basically just throw strikes. I mean, that's basically what I do. I don't throw too hard, so I just try to put it out there and let my teammates make plays.
And talk about that defense today. It was really, really solid. Just the 2 errors, and you specifically were spectacular. But got to start with your man who started on the mound today, Nick Wint. How special was he?
Oh my, he's really good. He goes out there, gets strikeouts, pitches for strikes, and he gives us a chance to win every time.
And Brooks, kind of take us through the mental aspect of a tournament like this. This is it. This is the finale. This is what you're working for all season to get here. What are the nerves like when you go out there in game number 1? You're the first team to play. You're the first ones out there defensively. What's kind of the mental mindset of a tournament like this?
Yeah, this is a really big tournament. So at first you get nervous, and then you just try to calm down, get your breath, and then it's basically about playing baseball. So you just treat it like another game and go out there and compete.
So you get the victory, a close victory. How does the rest of the day work for you guys now and then going into tomorrow?
So we'll celebrate this a little bit, but then we're going to be focusing on tomorrow, getting the dub. and coming back prepared.
Awesome, man. Congratulations on the win. Congrats on making it a little interesting at the end.
Thank you.
That's Brooks Peating with us on BSDN Live. He closed it out, got the save for Crete, and got the victory. 3-2 is your final. He will play tomorrow, awaiting the winner of our next game. Lincoln Christian and Central City, they'll be up next, but Crete wins it by a final score here of 3-2. Let's go ahead and look at the final stats. First, for Mindon, they had 3 hits today, 7 walks for Mindon, 2 runs. However, they left 10 batters on base, and of course, one of those being the bases loaded 6th inning that they scored no runs on. And when you lose by 1, boy, that's one you might be thinking about for a little bit. Kind of looking at some of their stars. Jake Howerson, he reached base 3 times today. Cade Harson, he walked twice and scored a run. Bo Boniface, he had 2 out of the 3 Mindon hits. And then Luke Gromes, he had that 2 RBI double. Those were kind of the big standouts for Mindon. For Crete, they had 6 hits, 2 walks, 3 runs, and they left 8 batters on base. Tristan Lindhoff, he went 1 for 4. Brooks Peating, we just talked to him. He went 1 for 2, scored a run, and he reached base all 3 times. Zach Connell, he went 1 for 3. Jay Wissenberg went 1 for 3. Peyton Steyer walked. Miles Jenny went 1 for 2, or 2 for 3, I should say, with 2 hits. And then Hunter Kanoki, he walked as well. So just about everybody reached base today for Crete. They win it by a final score of 3-2. So, again, thank you to all of our sponsors for making this possible. Thanks to Brooks Peating for joining us. Thanks to Matt Richmond for joining me throughout the game. As far as our broadcast goes here on BSDN Live, we will end this broadcast, and you will see on YouTube on BSDN Live when the next broadcast will start. I will schedule that live stream to begin approximately when this next game between Central City and Brewster Construction, otherwise known as Lincoln Christian, will take off. So that's the next game in our broadcast schedule. Their approximate first pitch is at 1. It might be a little earlier. It might be scheduled right at 1. There's a lot of people here at the ballpark. We are excited to be here with you. And if that game right there is any indication about how the rest of this tournament will be, oh my gosh, Matt and I might die. It's going to be so much fun, and we're so excited to be here with you. So we're signing off for now. We'll be back this afternoon for game number 2. Brewster Construction and Central City due up next. You're tuned in to the 2024 Nebraska American Legion Class B Junior State Tournament right here in Valley, Nebraska on BSDN Live, saying so long, and we'll be right back after all of this.